Crypto uses a lot of buzzwords. Let's quickly unpack a few of these concepts. Smart contracts. Smart contracts are touted as a unique and amazing feature found on some blockchains like Ethereum. In addition to being able to store transaction information on the blockchain ledger, you can also store a set of instructions that can be executed to make rudimentary decisions, like when and how to execute a transaction. In other words, a smart contract is basically some if-then statements that can be interpreted when the transaction is processed. That's it. Their exclusive area of effect is the blockchain ledger. Ironically, smart contracts are neither smart nor actual contracts. Like many phrases in crypto, it's a bit misleading. Also, smart contracts are hardly an innovative technology. The concept of adding executable instructions to databases has been around for decades. The traditional term for it is called stored procedures, and its use in mainstream systems is far more advanced than the shallow implementation on blockchain. How would one use a smart contract? We'll unpack another buzzword to demonstrate: NFTs. NFT stands for non-fungible token, another fancy buzzword that basically means a piece of digital information that supposedly can only be owned by one person, stored in one wallet, at a time. A smart contract may be used to assign ownership of an NFT to a particular person. In reality, while people think of NFTs as art or pictures, on blockchain, they're just digital IDs or addresses to another site that indicates or hosts whatever the NFT is supposed to represent. It is possible to store an actual digital image on the blockchain, but this is rarely done because every byte of storage on the blockchain costs money. It's very expensive. To store 1K of data on the Ethereum blockchain costs 0.02 ETH, or around $64.48 at the current price of $2,015 for one token of ETH. A Bored Ape NFT at 631 pixels tall is more than 36K in size, which would cost over $2,300 in transaction fees alone to store on the blockchain. And these prices change all the time. Smart contracts also take up space on the blockchain, so the more elaborate your smart contract is, as well as how much code you have to bulletproof it, the more it costs to run. This creates another problem, as higher quality code that's more user-friendly and has better error checking is probably more expensive to use. All smart contracts do are basically write to the blockchain. What that data means in the real world, like who owns which ape picture, is somewhat nebulous and dependent upon various external systems like NFT exchanges. Other uses for smart contracts are in the area of what's called DeFi, which stands for decentralized finance, another meaningless marketing metaphor that is used to describe various things in the world of crypto and blockchain. Smart contracts can be used as escrow services for transactions, holding tokens in one wallet that won't be released until a condition is met, like a certain amount of tokens appear in another wallet. This technique is used to create what is called a bridge between two different cryptocurrencies. The smart contract holds or burns tokens on one system and releases tokens on another, simulating a movement of one digital asset to another. These bridges are often targets for hackers taking advantage of vulnerabilities in smart contract code to liquidate stored tokens. Which brings up an interesting point. Is there such a thing as theft on the blockchain? The code has no way of knowing what's a legitimate transaction and what isn't. Math rules what happens. Math has no intentions, good or bad. In a decentralized world, there's no way to judge what's right and wrong when the code that runs a network allows things to happen. Smart contracts have enabled a number of additional services in the crypto world, including what's called staking, where people put up crypto to lend to other people in what are called flash loans. It's a complicated scheme that claims to offer additional crypto income by letting other people temporarily use your crypto. Ultimately, the main objective is to encourage people to not sell their crypto. Cashing out is bad. That's what leads to loss of liquidity and bank runs and collapsed pricing. DAOs, DAO, also known as Decentralized Autonomous Organizations, are another construction built on blockchain and smart contracts. These are organizations centered around a particular objective, like raising money for a project, that offer some type of mechanism whereby stakeholders can make decisions regarding the DAO's business. It's basically similar in nature to shareholders in a corporation being able to vote on company business. Except with DAOs, there is no clear indication that stakeholders own anything. Like much of the crypto industry, there's a lot of ambiguity when it comes to what tokens mean. This is intentional to avoid regulation, as well as to try and limit the development team's liability. Web3. Web3 is another one of these ambiguous buzzwords. What exactly is Web3? Basically, it's Web 2 with crypto added, which often translates into tokenizing everything one can get their hands on, including games, where in-game economies mingle with crypto, creating P2E or play-to-earn situations where you can earn crypto tokens for game activities.
Who doesn't want to earn some type of money, some type of currency from playing a game? It's the future of gaming, something that is starting out fresh right now. This one has you earning NFT, blockchain currencies that actually have real life value.
As expected, there's a lot of blowback from the traditional gaming community over crypto-enabled games. Many people play games to escape the real world and aren't happy about having every leisure activity monetized or turned into a job.